Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 24 of the No Name Podcast. My name is Mr. Moopsy, and here are my co-hosts.
Cosmo Jazz here in my new place and loving it.
Becker is here. He's also suffering a lot from Sony Vegas and other creation-related things.
Oof. All right.
No, I thought you were going to say anything else. I thought you were going to say something else.
Oh, adding on? Oh, no. I'm still holding on to that after we go through the subject.
All right. Well, I guess we'll just go to the subjects then.
Yep.
So, subjects we have today are Tokyo Game Show, which is still going on right now, Tekken 7 Season 3, the recent Nintendo Direct, an Iceborne review, and Street Fighter hitting the Olympics. Now that we've hit that, now do you want to, Eddie?
Alright, so 2 nights ago, right, I was eating some food and my mom decided to want to talk to me, but at the same exact time, I had one of your reaction videos up, and I had it on the speakers and they were loud as shit. So I'm sitting here chatting with my mom, talking about my future and shit. Which, to add in, if nothing else with this job searching works out for me, I'm going to go to trade school.
Interesting choice.
Trade school will give me the thing that I need, which is to be desired, because apparently retail doesn't desire me.
Nice.
I mean, I would say like the feeling's probably mutual.
Yeah, retail can only go so far anyway.
Especially after you was like dishonorably disgraced like I was.
Yeah.
But all right, back to the video, right? So I'm sitting there talking to my mom really close to my room to where even I can make out the words that you're saying. So I'm in the middle of talking to her, and the only thing you hear from behind the door is, "Oh yeah, baby, show me that gameplay."
I'm kind of wondering which one that was now.
She was like, "Yo, what are you watching in there?" It's like it's one of my. It's not what you think it is. Like I started sweating and shit. Like, oh Jesus Christ! Oh my God!
I think it was the Gungrave one. It has to have been that one.
I wish I could remember. I had to play it like I had to go get her a beer just so she wouldn't remember it. It's just like, hey, let's not focus on that. Let's direct our attention elsewhere. But everything was just fine. You just got really ecstatic, just like, oh yeah, baby, show me that gameplay.
I feel like it had to have been Gungrave. I can only think of that being like that.
I was gonna say, like, pretty much Jazz would be the only one that would know.
She thought it was the introduction to some premium cheek clapping.
Show me that gameplay. Nice.
I think she just like completely feng shuied the word gameplay out of her head. I think all she heard was, "Oh yeah, baby, show me that." And it's just like, all right, what's going on here? You need to explain yourself now.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, those are the plans that I have going forward.
Nice.
I hope anybody that watches this laughs at my misfortune.
I'm sure someone will.
I'm sure there's a lot of people that will.
But no, I guess we can go ahead and start with the Tokyo Game Show then.
Alright.
Is there anything in particular I want to start off with on this one?
Yes, I wanted Kumi Nakamura to be my wife. All right. Attempt number 2,758. Don't ask how I know that.
Like, have you at least knocked anybody out of the running?
Probably you two.
I wasn't interested in the first place.
Yeah, me neither.
And just like that, baby, I'm 2 steps ahead. A W is a W. I don't care how I get it.
Yeah, I know that from Evo.
And adding on
inside jokes.
And adding on to that, she left the bit side of the studio for the game that she was originally working on.
Which is interesting because it was literally what, 3 days before Tokyo Game Show?
Like three,
Pretty much, yeah.
like not even a full week ago. She's just like, "Yeah, I'm sorry, I had to go," and everybody's just like, "Thank God she got out of that."
No, I mean anything Bethesda. I can't blame her.
But
I mean, like, it can't be good if she was hospitalized during that fucking development.
that is true.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just like, "Yep, sorry, I'm out of here." It's like, yes, another step closer. Did she just did she just continued to be cute as shit on the internet? The world needs to protect her. I need you to help me protect her.
Am I gonna get paid for it?
You can get paid in Trident layers.
He raises a good bargain.
What would you do for a Klondike bar?
Then the world should never know. But no.
I'd be in jail.
I might go to prison. No, I feel good that she's actually feeling better though now. She looks a lot better now on their Twitter stuff and whatnot.
Uh-huh.
But anything else on her?
Nothing else on her. I've covered everything I needed to.
Alrighty. Moops, anything?
Because like I did see that post you sent me for like the Twitter thing. That's definitely, it has me a little bit hopeful for the Final Fantasy VII like quote unquote turn-based option.
Mm-hmm.
But that said, I'm still a little skeptical because like they said they had that in Final Fantasy 12 and that game's a fucking trash heap.
Yeah, but that was
the internet
years ago.
Yeah, but because the big thing for them was that like they made a similar claim where like, oh, here's a new battle system, but don't worry, like old school fans, here's the method, like here's the option you can put in to fucking to have like that old school battle system again. And then I tried it, it was nothing like it, and it pissed me off.
Yeah, but you get pissed off at a lot of things.
You get pissed off really easily.
I do.
I'm like, not even Tifa could have kept you happy.
I'm still gonna
like
get
this.
it, but like, fuck it. I'm not gonna fucking shell out the same amount of money as I am gonna be for like Doom Eternal.
That's actually crazy.
That's Doom Eternal.
I'm taking away your Final Fantasy VII fanatic card there.
Fuck you.
Like, what kind of fan are you? Have you seen Tifa in there? Come on, dog.
I've seen him, and not just in the trailers either.
Exactly. So you mean to tell me that seeing those two just didn't make you happy somewhat? You mean the battle system was enough to make you that angry?
I'm not necessarily... No, the anger mostly came from Final Fantasy 12 for, like, 7 remake.
Final Fantasy 12 has shit to do with this right now.
I kind of had brought it up earlier, but okay.
Nah, I disavow
the point is now mute.
No.
That point has officially been disavowed by this podcast. That doesn't matter.
But anyway, I will get 7. I'm just like, I guess you could say it's like I'm indifferent to the current battle system that they've got. Like the big thing that would easily fucking like make me want to sell my copy is if they make any story changes. Like battle system stuff, I let that go like ages ago. Otherwise, I wouldn't have played 15.
I feel like they've already made a story change
Uh,
because of the spirits and things.
Oh no.
Yeah, because like, isn't one of the things like the whole Cloud talking to like visions of Sephiroth kind of thing?
Yeah, well, that too. But like the whole little spirit thingies that they keep saying in all the trailers.
I probably haven't noticed them because I don't really watch the trailers. I just watch them like once and then okay.
Nah, well, yeah, there's that too. That's what I was like. I feel like there's already kind of a change there.
Well, because I mean, like I will say, like so, like grain of salt kind of thing. But I would probably have to see them again, to see if there's any like real big, because there's like, what's the best way to put it? Is like there's times when you can watch like a remake of a story and there's little changes that don't really bother you, and then there's ones where it's just kind of like this shit was integral, in like the original and you fuckers took that away.
So, just for the audience, because actually that's a point that I feel like needs to be expanded on for you, because there's already two big changes in this story that they've already shown in this last trailer, and that's the fights between I can't remember the redhead's name. Um,
Reno?
yeah, him and the other guy.
Because I know that there's that one part, I think, from that trailer, that the newest one, where like it's him and Cloud and Aerith fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know that you said that you were looking forward to that fight.
Are you talking about Pitbull hitting Cloud with that giant swing?
No, Mr. Worldwide, get it right.
That's Pitbull. We're both right. Those are synonyms, dog. Come on.
Not for this time. Look at him,
dog.
Mr. Worldwide.
He's disavowed.
Okay, all right, fine. Mr. Worldwide hitting Cloud with a giant swing.
There we go.
But I mean, it's like off the top of my head, I don't like I've only seen the trailer once. I've only seen like both trailers once, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
So like there'd be some stuff I'd have to watch it again to really like see if there's any big changes. But from when I saw them both times, or when I saw the trailers, there was like nothing, or there was some stuff, but nothing where I would go like, I know this scene by heart and I know that this shit doesn't happen, or at least because I mean, like, I know one of the bosses they changed up like for scale and shit. And what else? Because it looked like they kept like the Don Corneo part.
And the red dress.
Tifa in that dress. But I guess I'd have to like watch it again because my big problem is my fucking memory.
I'm actually kind of shocked from you.
I really like the part where the girls had Cloud in their arms, and he just did not look happy about whatever the fuck.
He was all like fucking like, oh shit.
I know what happens, but he's just like, I don't.
Oh shit! Here we go again.
I mean, because that could be one of the changes you're probably talking about, Jess. Because like, it was Cloud, Tifa, and Aerith at the same time.
Mm.
When
that's
reality,
another
like,
one, but
yeah. But I guess you could say like the whole context of the situation. I gotta see.
All right, no, I'm actually kind of shocked a little bit
because like you never know. It could like they could make it have sense or something. Like this, it's just like there's certain beats that I want them to hit for sure.
All right.
I forgot that dude's name, who was voiced by Mark Hamill. I forgot his name. Corneo.
Corneo?
Where it says, "Hey, little kid, and scurry over and give daddy some sugar."
Yeah, that's Mark Hamill.
Why do I know that by heart? Don't ask why I know that by heart.
They brought in Mark Hamill for the English stuff. Shit.
Yeah, I mean, you can hear it's literally Joker, just in a different flexion. You can hear it.
I saw it in Japanese.
Ah, that's why. Yeah, listen to the dub.
I thought I was a weeb.
It's like fucking like every other day this week, Eddie's been calling me a weeb.
Oh, you've been doing weeb shit.
You're surprised by it?
It's not like you're doing weeb shit. It's like, why are you calling me a weeb for doing this weeb shit? It's not like you told me you went to go get a McDouble or something. You're like, yo, you fucking weeb. Who gets McDoubles in them? It's nothing like that. You're doing 150% authentic weeb shit, and you're being called a weeb for it. There's nothing wrong here. Shit. I broke no laws. I am an innocent man right now.
Sure, we'll go with that.
I said right now.
Shoots me in the chair.
No, but I am very interested in the English side anyway, because it's supposed to be kind of all over the place with the amount of quote talent that's going around. For example, Aerith is being voiced by a YouTuber. This is like her first big break.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm. So I'm very interested to see who they all got.
I'm willing to bet that Maximilian dude's gonna be a secret boss fight in a remake.
You know what?
After the voicing Barrett,
that would be amazing. But after the story he told about meeting the developers and how inspirational that he was to them, I would not be shocked if there was something Maximilian dude related in the game somewhere.
Easily.
Barrett in the group winning a victory. It's just like, yeah, dude, fucking nailed that shit.
That was hype.
And they spelled it just like a Prenny from Disgaea. Just DOOD, just to be on the safe side. Everybody's like, oh.
Oh man.
I know Barrett's not gonna have the same attitude as he did in the original version.
That was
man.
Mr. T.
I'm not gonna lie though, I loved it. I loved that it was Mr. T.
I really wanted Barrett to be the one from Machina Bridge.
No.
Man, fuck you. That's the best Barrett ever. And you know it. You know it. You know it's your whole heart.
I don't
that's
know
the
if this
best
game can handle that.
It could. Look, if they could get Team 4-Star in Xenoverse games, right? They could definitely get that voice actor into there.
I mean, like, I'll say this because I haven't heard that voice, so it's like I'd be down to check it out. But that said, if people were losing their shit over Tifa, I can't imagine they'd be too pleased about Barrett.
Man, whatever. Fuck them. Tifa,
Yeah.
come on. Tifa, there's Tifa. Tifa can do what she wants. She's exempt.
She's
Tifa
a
has
strong
10
woman.
hit combos.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. I did see some of the Tifa gameplay. Yo, she was legit doing strings, dog.
Straight 10-hit Tekken combos.
And then Eddie goes, and that's why she belongs in Tekken.
After what I saw, I'm not gonna disagree with him.
I mean, we've been saying this whole the whole last month, it's like she belongs in one of the 3 fighting games.
Hey, I'm for it. Hey, don't look at me.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's like, hey, like we all want her in one of the fighting games.
Clearly, it's Venom's fault that he doesn't want her in the game. Clearly,
Exactly.
I mean.
You know what? Nah, man, Venom's opinion doesn't matter, but I have to disagree with you guys on this. She can't be in Smash anymore.
Why not?
Why not?
Because Smash got Sans.
And
That's it. That's my point. Smash got Sans. They got enough.
No, they don't.
Man, fuck y'all.
I mean, I haven't bought Sans.
Because
so I
to
don't
be honest, to slightly counterpoint it, it stands in a Mii fighter costume.
Yeah, it's Diet Sans.
Semantics.
Like, do you really want to talk semantics while Jazz is in the chat?
Yes.
Go for it, Jazz. Get him.
Yeah, you got it right. I'll say semantics in here. Yeah, sure. It sounds like you're right, but he's still. They put Megalovania in Smash. What more do you want? What more do you need?
A lot more. Where do I start? I need $1 million.
You are the epitome of fake news. And I'll fight you on this for the rest of your life.
As friends do. But where are we on?
We were talking. Shit, we were on the Final Fantasy VII remake.
Yeah.
But they did show
apparently like how it's weird that I'm not more pissed off about the way that the story is.
Especially since you like keep bringing up, like not keep bringing up like every other hour. Like, hey, I really wish they don't change anything about the Final Fantasy story. Next hour, man, I really wish they didn't bring. No, but
last thing I'll say about it is I need to play like the story itself to see like what changes they kept, what changes pissed me off and which changes didn't.
Yeah. But that was just my own thing about that.
Yeah.
I kind of wish they showed more of the bombing run. I'm just tired of hearing about what happens next after the Scorpion fight.
I mean, if I had to guess, the reason why they keep talking about everything after is because like everyone's like tired of the bombing run itself. It's just like we know that shit by fucking heart. I think that was actually like the demo for it.
Yeah, like they show you like the first little bit, but then they just keep cutting it off right there. And the only person who really knows what happens next, outside of course the devs, is like Max, because he was able to play after the fact.
Well, because I also mean like it was the demo for like the original version too.
Well, yeah, that too. It's just like I want to see more, more.
Damn it, more.
But Ifrit was cool. I'm very excited for it.
I remember seeing Shiva.
I saw Shiva in stills, and I mean she looked good in the first trailer I saw her, so it's not much has changed there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there's really anything I've seen in all this game that has been like that. Oh wait, no, there was a blip, and not a lot of people saw this. And actually, Max does, but I'm not surprised at that because he used to edit trailers. But there was something that a lot of people missed in the trailer that was actually a mistake that shouldn't have been there. And it's when they show that the guy's going on the parachute's going down. If you look at, I believe her name's Jess. Like if you Jessie. If you look at her, like at the last bit of them going down, she's in T-pose.
She's asserting her dominance, man.
It looks hilarious, but like it's such a small spot. Like you really have to be looking, but it just caught my eye because all I see is her hands out. It's like, wait a second, what the
hell? Well, yeah, because that is one thing I noticed, but I was like, fucking. I also remember that the whole like Biggs and Jesse fucking like parachuting down. I was like, yeah, they don't really do that.
Yeah.
But again, like I'll see what happens.
Yeah. But go ahead. No, go ahead.
Because I was just gonna say that it's like if it's like say something that's like self-contained within the bombing run, then it's fine. But if it's something where it's like oh, they survived past this one point where they're sure to die, then I'd be like, what the fuck is this?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's kind of my stance on the whole thing.
I feel like if anything, they probably expand on the story.
Oh, they're gonna super expand on this.
I heard that that instead of making it like 3 separate games, it's gonna be just one game but like 3 discs, kind of like how the original version was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Dedicating all that.
Well, yeah, it's one of the biggest things I've always wanted out of the game is just expanding on Midgar.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not what I was saying. I thought it was having the game in 3 different files or discs.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's honestly, it's kind of old school when you think about it.
You guys are weird. This isn't old school anymore.
It's nostalgia.
They're going back to multiple discs.
No, I get what you mean, though, Eddie.
Yeah, but it's like as long as Jazz gets expanded Midgar, I don't think he's gonna have any problems with it.
Honestly, because that's one of the biggest things I've always wanted was like super expanded Midgar, because it's always been such an interesting place, and you just don't really see anything out of it, really. It's just like I want to expand this. What is over there? What are these people doing?
This place looks like shit, but it looks amazing.
Look at these graphics. Just looking at a trash can.
Look at this amazing literal shit.
And then there's me playing it 4 years later, trying to look up Tifa's skirt the whole time.
Get the PC version.
The mods.
Yes.
Plus, you probably get a free roam camera too.
You'll thank me later.
No, that's just my thing when it came to it. Anything else you want to say on this one?
Well, I have a question, but it's totally unrelated to TGS.
Sure.
Because speaking of mods, do we know if Borderlands 3 has mod support?
I think the answer to that is no. If it's not no, then it's not yet.
Yeah, I would say probably not yet.
That and they're already having a bad time with their games now.
Yeah, and I'm sure that's gonna be like another topic or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Yep. Happy release week, actually, for those people.
Magic.
Yeah. Anything else for Final Fantasy?
I'm good.
Alrighty, then let's move on to the other game that was supposed to be very big of that TGS, Project Resistance.
I don't even know what that is.
It's basically like D&D with Resident Evil.
Oh wait. This wasn't the Project RE, right?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but when you pronounce it that way in French, it just completely just
I didn't hear anything about a
It's the
resistance.
bootleg. This is the one they're actually working in the house on. Project Resistance. Project Resistance is out that side of Capcom.
It's the bullshit one.
But no, I have many thoughts on this thing. But I'm gonna let Moopsy go because I think he's gonna have a much more positive outlook on than I am.
Oh no.
Well, because it's like for me, it's just like I'm open to the idea, and I hope that the fucking game is good. Like, that because I think that that's one thing like Jazz keeps like assuming I mean in a different way is like I'm open to the idea of the game being good. I hope it's good. I'm down to try it. If it's actually going to be good, I don't fucking know. I've only heard of like one game that's been done in this style, and I've heard that it was all right. Nothing like world breaking or anything like that. But other than that, like I'm just curious to see how it's going to end up.
Which makes sense. Now, as far as my side goes, I'm not gonna lie to you, Moopsy. At least the survivor side, for the most part, it looks boring. It looks like I might play it for a week tops, and that'll be that. And then another thing, because I've been really looking into this stuff, and apparently it is made out of house of Capcom.
Okay.
Which hella gives me Umbrella Corps vibes.
Fair enough.
And like I said before, when it comes to spin-offs of Resident Evil stuff, not a great track record.
No, they really don't.
That being said, before I go any further with this, once again, I'm with Moopsy on this. I want it to be good. I want it to blow the socks off of everybody. I wanted this to be super big and whatever money, whatever.
Yeah, because that's the thing, right? Because when it comes to like a lot of these kinds of like games, like spin-offs and all that stuff, we wanted to like actually be like a surprise hit where you're just like, motherfucker, come here, you fucking thought I was gonna fucking suck, get your ass over here, like that.
Yes. Right there.
But it's like because that's ultimately what we want. Because I guess you could say for us, it's like a sort of win-win situation. Because like if we look at it and we say it looks bad, if we're right, then you know we saw it coming like way ahead of time. But if we're wrong in like the best possible way.
Exactly. And I want to be wrong in every aspect I'm about to say. And everything.
Like what Jess is going through right now is how I felt when I saw the Batman vs Superman trailer.
Bingo. It's I don't know if you watched. Did you watch that gameplay? Not the reveal, but the actual like 20 something gameplay.
Yeah, I saw part of it because I would think I forgot exactly what I was doing, but I know I was doing something else in the meantime. And so like I looked at my screen and there was like I saw bits and pieces, and it did have like the whole like, okay, you know, the fucking mastermind's gonna fucking toss this thing and fucking it's like for a lot of the survivors, it's like, oh, they pick up this shit and it's gonna help them kill these zombies and all that stuff.
Like one thing I'll say right off the back, and it's already been blown up kind of like this. It's not exactly the original thought, but it has to be said. This literally looks like it could have been an add-on for Resident Evil 2 remake, because it's using the same animations, same zombies, a lot of same shit.
Yep.
I hope it doesn't go down the route of Anthem.
There's a chance.
I know.
Man. One thing I will say, going off of the mastermind, which seems like the most funnest part of the entire thing, I do like that he can control the zombies and Mr. X, and he has like these card things he uses to use. Like there's a bit of balance there instead of him just placing shit. And it's just like, hey, this here, this here. Even though there was one thing that happened, I was just like, that does not seem fair. And that's like the mastermind put a random liquor like right on somebody, and they literally just ended up killing them.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that I told Jess. Like that they have to be careful of. They can't make it so like the characters can like the boss, for example, he can't just fucking like drop some random shit just because he feels like it somewhere. Uh,
Yeah.
they have to be like super careful about like balancing and all that stuff because otherwise, like the game's just not gonna be fun as hell. Like the game's not gonna be fun, and people like will get pissed off.
Hmm. And you can tell that there was some care. Like, I'm not gonna say like, oh, they're just reusing assets, because there's some care in some of that character design. Like, for example, fun fact: the girl with the glasses and the yellow jacket. Apparently, she used to work for Umbrella, and she's trying to figure out what's happening with her roommate. Which, if you take the hints that they're giving out on her profile, you can say is Yoko, which is from Resident Evil Outbreak. Because her roommate lost her amnesia. She's also part of Umbrella, and she doesn't know how she lost her memory or why, and blah blah, such and so forth. So they have like little Easter eggs and stuff like that, I'm sure, throughout the game, which shows that they do care about this project.
Yeah.
It's just I hope there's way more, because like you have 4 characters right now, and I'm wondering how player balance is going to work there, because you could have it like Dead by Daylight where everybody's like one character and just like keep going throughout the thing, or do you have to be one of the 4 characters, because then there's usually somebody who's always going to want to play the healer, or always going to want to play the whatever the other ones were, because they were not really that interesting. I'm sorry.
and then well, because the funny thing is also like because you're right about that, because another game that would have that, like, let me put it this way, it would also have a problem similar to a different game, which is Overwatch. You know, like, because there's going to be characters that people really love to play, but then on the other hand, you're also going to get like you're also gonna get people locked down into characters that they absolutely like hate to deal with. Because you're gonna like have people that like, oh my god, I always fucking get healer, and the people that fucking like put me in this position always fucking like are the biggest jackasses in the world. You know, it's a bunch of like situational crap that nobody wants to deal with.
Yeah, I feel like they, in my opinion, if it were me, I would add more characters, but I don't know where they're going for. So,
think about Evolve or Left 4 Dead's multiplayer, not co-op, but Left 4 Dead's PvP, something like that. But mostly Evolve.
I can kind of see that.
Yeah, because like the smart move for them would be to make it more like what's it called? Dead by Daylight. Like that's the smart move, because if you can get like special characters and like customize them and all that stuff, like make them unique and all that, then you've got like little bits that can give it more longevity.
Which actually brings me to another point that going off of Dead by Daylight, because if they do that point, one thing that this game cannot be is a full price game. I'm sorry, it can't. The full price is way too much for this.
If it looks if it's just this at launch, then it absolutely cannot. If they've got anything else, they gotta fucking show something.
Because they did not show enough for me to be like, oh yeah, I'm definitely dropping 60 on that.
Oh hell yeah.
But yeah, also going off of the Dead by Daylight aspect to it, if they do that, and they do the price point that they had as well, that maybe they could go off the thing of adding more as it goes along, like an extra person, an extra whatever for the mastermind, and it keeps going on throughout the months, years, whatever. Speaking of which, Dead by Daylight is still a early access game. I don't know how that happened, but whatever.
It's like freeze free.
But yeah, if they go by that, that could work.
Yeah, because one of the things that like they could do, I was mulling this over the other day. One of the things that they could do is not only have like add more characters that have special abilities and all that stuff that let them do crazier shit, but also they could, given like the way that the game plays, they could also bring in different Resident Evil titles as like separate themes. So like you could get like a mansion level, you could get like a level from like Resident Evil 4, you could get one from 5, you know, like make different Resident Evils like their own like themes and levels.
See, now that'd be cool. I'd be down for that. Because right now that generic laboratory stage is boring.
It's generic lab, and it's also Resident Evil 2, which we just saw. If they were gonna have like anything else for that one, they could probably, you could make the argument that they might also be able to use Resident Evil 3, because that's still Raccoon City and all that stuff. But you still have to make changes like the enemy types and all that, because just to like say change out Mr. X for Nemesis, you're gonna be like, well, what the fuck is this?
It's actually kind of weird. The first time you see Nemesis is in this game. It was like, what's up with that? But overall, I have many worries about Project Resistance. I started off with a high, and now I'm at a very low.
I mean, I would say like, no, I don't think anybody blames you.
And before anyone says it, yes, I did want Outbreak File 3. No, this is not the reason I'm being so hard on it.
Start a hashtag.
I'm sure there is somewhere. But I think that would be it for Project Resistance, I think.
Resistance or resistance?
Resistance now. Let me get you a high there. That game was sick. Nah.
it shits on resistance.
Not even close. I did want to hit because there is someone who actually loves this series that I'm about to hit on next, which is Yakuza.
It's my time to shine, baby.
Yeah, but they did do a pretty big showing, so I did want your thoughts on it.
I didn't watch all of it because I needed to sleep because of work and all that other stuff.
You have failed me. I bring this up and you just do. No, I'm just playing.
You broke my heart.
Man, you can kiss the blackest part of my ass, nigga. How dare you talk to me like that? And I know your next question. There's blacker parts of his ass.
No, I was just gonna say, is that the actual hole?
Where does it begin? Where does it end? It's just a really dark void. I didn't see that much of it, but they're going to like a command-based system now. What the hell does command-based system mean? Do you guys know?
So there are many interpretations of what people have thought this is. Some think that it's an actual turn-based thing, like the old days.
Right.
Some of them are thinking that it might be somewhat similar to something that happened in Yakuza 6, where it was like over the top, with like multiple people there. And like,
the gang fights.
Yeah, and it's more going to be more like that, but more expanded.
Right.
And then there's some random person I was talking to that was thinking that maybe it's like a card-based system of whatever, kind of like something that happened in like a mobile game of Yakuza. I've never seen it, so I can't really talk too much about that. But apparently, that's something that's happened in a mobile game. Maybe they're bringing
card-based, and my mind went to Kingdom Hearts.
A little bit like that, yeah. Like when he tried to explain it to me, it was almost reminded me of was it Recoded or whatever whatever that Kingdom Hearts game was.
Chain of Memories.
Chain of Memories. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. It's a little bit like that, from what he explained it to me. So there's at least 3 possible options there. But yeah, I couldn't tell you really. That's all I got.
I know it has Dragon Kart.
Which looks kind of hilarious to me.
Man, look, add some online multiplayer to that shit. You might have Game of the Year there. No, they also had
good net code.
Yeah, right.
Fair.
Another thing was I know that the Yakuza series holds on to Sega games too. Like you've never seen it on stream, Jazz, because I never did it on stream. But Yakuza 6 has Virtua Fighter 5 on it.
Yeah, I've seen it before.
Yeah.
They did it in the little speed run as a what's it called? An incentive to reach a certain goal.
Right. Yeah, so I'm curious to what game, like what old school or what Sega related game they would have in there too.
Sonic Racing.
They could actually.
They could.
They could. It wouldn't be smart, but they could.
Yeah, that was not a great game. I don't know. What if they actually showed Virtua Fighter 6 in there? Like, we can't actually release this. I'm just gonna slide that in there. But yeah, that's what if they did have that Sonic Transform one though? That'd be lit actually. Now that I think about it. Yeah, I don't know what they could have had in there. But there was something else I was gonna ask about the Yakuza thing.
The special ability with the crawfish?
Not that.
That too was great. That was just hilarious to me.
The protagonist this time. What are your thoughts?
Let's see what the new guy is capable of. It's like Yakuza. Like I always stand for Yakuza, right? And Yakuza 6 ended Kiryu's story, which that's it. Like his shit is ended. Like that's it. Game over for him. Right? He's done. It's time for new hero to take the reins, and he's not Gohan. So you know we have a lot to come.
So we'll actually possibly have a sequel.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like in Japan they're calling it Yakuza 7, but in the West it's going to be Yakuza Like a Dragon, because throughout the Yakuza series, Kiryu was always the dragon.
Right.
And when it came to Yakuza 0, he fought another dragon, and in Yakuza 2, at the end of Yakuza 2, he fights another dragon. But since that, he's been the only dragon involved, and this new guy here is going to be the new dragon. And shut up.
I mean, you said it like 5 times. I mean, that was low hanging fruit there.
You suck, man. You better pray you don't say hit or miss around me.
I guess they never miss, huh?
How dare you?
It was right there.
Once again, low hanging fruit. No, but I just really wanted your thoughts on it because it was pretty big for Tokyo Game Show. They did a lot of trailers and stuff on it.
They've done a lot. The story is actually looking to be a hell of a lot more gruesome too. I
did notice that. It's like this is kind of graphic.
It's like it's graphic by Yakuza standards. Like I saw somebody get shot in the forehead with a suppressed pistol. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they're going quite dark with this one.
But you know what? But I felt like that's necessary though. I think they've been wanting to do that for a while now, but they couldn't do that based on the legacy that Kiryu had. They couldn't exactly be that gruesome.
Fair enough.
which I say, right? Like the fool that I am, because Kiryu's been shot a lot. People have been like, people don't die in fights. People die by getting shot a lot.
Mm-hmm. In cutscene
And
form.
yeah, in cutscene form. And it's just like, and it's always during some major plot. It's just like, oh right, that's right. Hey, I'm trying to figure out this thing. Are you gonna tell me? Or you're gonna have to get through me, buddy. So he gets through them. He's like, all right, tell me what's going on. And it's just like, all right. See, what had happened was
Bang!
it's gotten so honed in to the point where it's just like you expect somebody to get shot.
No, man.
It's still good, and it's like you think 7 games in, because Yakuza 7 is technically Yakuza 10.
Mm-hmm. Because
But
the Kiwami series.
But as far as like official series go, that's technically the 8th game.
Mm-hmm.
They pulled like a Dynasty Warriors on us, right?
Yes, they have.
Kind of, sort of, except it makes more sense.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, because through all of that, through all the games, like any major plot turning point just gets muddled up with gunshots.
It's like they Deus Ex Machina.
Yeah. Just like, all right, important player to the story, explain what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Making my way down pat now. And you think 8 games in that shit'd get old, and you fall for it every fucking time.
Because it's normally in like a deep moment, or like they're talking some really interesting stuff. You're like, I'm so engrossed in this, pal. Oh, okay.
No, why? God damn it! It's like, God damn it, why?
Like that just happened.
Yeah, I am so excited, and I can hide this one pretty well.
So can you?
I gotta mix that up sometimes.
Nice. Well, did you want to add anything else for Yakuza?
Yakuza is great. Give the series a chance. That it is one of the few ongoing game series that if you spend $60 on it, you get $300 worth of content out of it. I swear to you.
Can I also add one thing? Because there was this one article that said that like right now it's the best time to like enter Yakuza. Because what is it? They've got the remakes of 1 and 2, and then I think that there's like a collection. Either I forget if it already came out or not, but there's a collection that's got like from like 3 to like 5 or 6. I think it's 5.
I can explain it. Yeah, it is 5. I can explain that to you. While the PS4 was in its life cycle, they made Yakuza 0 and they made Yakuza 6. In that time, they made Yakuza Kiwami and Yakuza Kiwami 2, which in Japanese, it's actually Yakuza Extreme, but for us, Kiwami just means
Extremer.
Extremer, yeah. No, it means remastered, right?
Yeah.
But recently they came out with the Yakuza Remastered Collection for $60 that has Yakuza 3, 4, and 5 on it, all for $60 bundled together. And when you buy it now, you get Yakuza 3. At the end of October, you get Yakuza 4 unlocked, and then sometime in 2020, you get Yakuza 5 unlocked with all the cut content that they made specifically for the Americas in the game.
With all the baseball goodness.
No, there was always baseball.
But more baseball goodness.
But even more baseball stuff, yes. And it's like I saw it. Like I saw it come out. It's just like, hey, so that Yakuza Remastered Collection is like, yeah, I'm gonna have to suck some dick for that. I'm gonna have to eat ass for that, man. I need it. Which sucks because I still need Yakuza Kiwami 2.
I was just about to say, do you even have that game?
Not Kiwami 2.
Well, damn.
Mm-hmm.
But
Hi, Rowdy.
what's up, Rowdy?
See you later, Rowdy. Or did he say he was leaving, or are you saying hello?
Hi.
Oh, he's saying hi. Hey, Rowdy, what's up? Yeah, I gotta. I need a better job.
Mm. No, I feel you on that, Broseph.
Mm-hmm.
Or you could go to Eddie's channel and support him financially through watching his videos.
And find him on Patreon. Well, he will give you absolutely nothing.
Or you can find me on my premium Snapchat. I wish I could get through that statement with a straight fucking face, man. I wish I could, but I can't.
You also get absolutely nothing. No. Alrighty. Yakuza down. And next up, we have the game that still no one, I believe, on Earth still really knows what it is. Death Stranding. So, I don't know how to feel about this game anymore. Like, it was, of course, pure excitement for the longest time. Now it's just, do I really want to invest in this game?
I mean, like, because I'll say this, I'm gonna invest in it because I'm a Kojima fanboy.
Speaking of Kojima fanboys, wow, I got into a very weird argument with one yesterday.
Why? You just have to say Kojima's great and then end the conversation there.
It was one of those, like, it caught me off guard kind of things. I just couldn't get out of the hole fast enough.
I am so interested in what the story is.
Well, it was because I was watching the Death Stranding, like, gameplay and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And they were explaining it and all this stuff, and I'm just thinking to myself, I still don't understand what this is. And I was in, like, someone else's chat, so I was just like, anybody else looking at this? What is this? It's just like, you're not supposed to really know what it is. And I'm just, when he told me that, I was just like, that sounds stupid.
Yeah, that does sound like super flawed logic, because if you don't understand it, how are you supposed to want to buy it?
Exactly. And then, like, he hit me with this, like, phrase. It's like, what's wrong with being surprised? It's like, what? $60 is what's wrong with being surprised. But then it just kind of went downhill from there. Like, yeah, I get it. You're a Kojima fanboy. You love that game. You make all the whoopee to it as much as you want. I'm gonna just wait and see.
Yeah, we're still confused. It's open world. Apparently, they're shooting. It's a discovery game. You can drink Monster Energy.
What is this?
Oh yeah, I saw that.
It's like, oh, okay. And then there's Jeff Keighley in it, but it's not his voice. It's like, huh? What was the point?
Who the fuck knows?
No, it's just like so many people are like, I'm so excited for this game. I just can't think of myself, why? Like, literally, why?
Because like that's the big thing. It's like it's okay to be like excited, but you still have to understand what the hell's going on.
Exactly. I don't know. What do you guys think on it?
I won't.
All right.
I've pretty much been avoiding trailers.
I mean, it wouldn't do anything anyway. No, man. Like, this is one of those, like, I'm going to avoid trailers to be completely surprised. I think you'll be regardless. But because go ahead.
You can pee in that game, man.
And you'll never be able to see the front because he's shy or something.
I know a lot of people are disappointed about that. They really want to see some Norman Reedus dick. Like they wanted it. People who didn't know they wanted it.
You may think he's joking, but he's not.
I mean, because it's Norman Reedus, so it's like I'm not surprised.
But it's I just don't know what to make of that game, and I hope everybody enjoys it. But
Yeah, it's just like have fun, but fucking, if you understand what the hell it's about, let me know.
Exactly. You let me know what the hell this is. I'm thinking about babies, and apparently Norman Reedus dies every time. But anything else on Death Stranding and the peeing fiasco?
No, I pretty much covered it.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Like peeing, Monster Energy, open world. That's all I know.
That and he poses in front of a mirror.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if you keep the camera on his bulge long enough, he
he punches you in the face.
Yeah, he punches the cameraman in the face. I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah,
that's a thing.
God damn it, I love Kojima.
Yeah, like you don't look at him like he's a piece of meat.
I still say Johnny Cage did it better.
Yeah, Johnny Cage did it better. That's all well and good. But he's not no motherfucking Norman Reedus, though, dog.
Where's his crossbow?
He doesn't need that. He has ninja mime.
This is true.
No, but all right. Enough about that. Whatever that is. I guess we could hit some of the more smaller things like Guilty Gear releasing another trailer and Maze in the game. And the next trailer would be CEO Taku. Anything off that before I move on to the next one?
I don't think anyone's surprised that May was going to be in it.
Not really.
It's looking to be insane.
It is.
I mean, it's Arxis, so they're always insane.
I would say that this time, though, I feel like that you really have to emphasize this is insane.
They managed to step it up a notch.
Yeah, this is different. This is real next level. But I think that's really it for Guilty Gear because they really didn't say anything much on the new character. Which everybody's still saying is Leroy, just skipping games or something.
He's a transdimensional traveler.
I mean, at this point, with everybody who hypes him up, he might as well be. Let's see, what else was there? Honestly, there wasn't really much else I was just outright interested in. Was there anything else for you at Tokyo Game Show, guys?
No, not for me. I missed out on a good chunk of it.
I was like honestly half paying attention because once we started talking about like the whole aspect of it being like repetition in regards to like most of the announcements, I just kind of tuned out.
Oh, two things. One, geez, the schedule for Tokyo Game Show is awful. Two,
in their defense, it is beneficial for people in Tokyo.
Is it though? Because,
yes,
because hear me out. Hear me out.
What?
Because,
excuse you?
Because think about it. The way
no. I'm not finna get into this discussion with Mr. Semantics here. Well, no, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
But because think about it, look how the way E3 is structured. They have their events and stuff at separate times so that you can catch anything you want. Really, at the if you catch it during those times, everything's happening at the same time, almost all the time at Tokyo Game Show. So it's hard to catch things as they go, and that becomes a problem because then you're like, well, I want to see this, but I also want to see this. Now I have to choose which one do I want to see, and it's harder to go back on the vlogs on these Japanese ones because they're harder on YouTube to get. This is why I would say like it's kind of structured in a way that if you want to really look at something, you really have to pick and choose your battles. Anything on that?
I disagree. Well, it's not done well.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, because like I would say that if there is anything that they need to organize, they need to make it like I understand that part. Because yeah, I do think that they need to like streamline it more so that like you can get a chance to see like everybody's presentations instead of it being like all bunched up and you're just like, well, we'll see what I can fucking catch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like that's what I was like. What are you disagreeing on?
Because I thought you meant like some time zone bullshit.
Oh no, you can't do anything with that.
That's why I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, that's why I was like, what is Eddie disagreeing with me on here?
That's what I was disagreeing with you about.
Yeah, I wasn't saying that. No, like it's Tokyo, a completely different time zone.
The way that you made it sound, right? It made it sound like, hey man, do you think Tokyo Game Show shows are timed weird? I was like, nigga, what? Of course it is.
Yeah, I was then I immediately followed up with the structure of it. That's why I was like, I don't like the structure of it.
You're just like, wait, hear me out.
And then y'all tried to roast it where he could actually say what he's trying to say.
What? No, fuck that. Why would we do that?
Why would you do that, Eddie?
Exactly.
It just gets like super close to the mic. It's like, why would you do that?
But that's my whole thing. I just don't like how it's structured like that.
Yeah, fair enough. I would say like the confusion from the whole situation came from phrasing.
Yeah. Which is why I immediately tried to follow up with structure. And then y'all was like, no, you're wrong.
I mean, Rowdy's putting up a point.
Nah, man, Mr. Semantic, kiss my ass.
There's no semantics here.
There is phrasing.
That doesn't change that you're Mr. Semantic, dog.
There's no semantics here. Why does it matter?
I think he means in general.
I did mean in
Still
general.
doesn't go with what this is, but okay.
This is the one time you went off me being Mr. Semantics, and you mean to tell me the one time?
Yes.
That's not how stereotypes work. Why are you doing this? Why are you breaking the fourth wall right now? Why are you doing this?
For the views, man. For the views.
You and your bum ass views, man.
No.
You suck.
No. To bring more positive life, go see Gungrave and everything it's about. The old games and the anime. Because I love that series and it needs more eyes on it.
I've heard of it, but I never like dabbled with it.
Like my big thing about Gungrave is like anybody who's asking for like a John Wick game should play Gungrave. I'm just
Gungrave
saying.
sounds like a fucking John Wick game.
It is. It literally is Gun Kata, the game.
So well, I'm sold.
But go ahead.
You had me at Wick.
No. Anything else on Tokyo Game Show?
Mm-mm.
I think we're good.
All right. Let's move on to Tekken 7 Season 3. I'm going to start off first by saying I don't like the life bars.
Really?
Oh, they look like fruit roll-ups.
Are you disavowing fruit roll-ups in this stream right now?
If it's in Tekken, yes.
I'm just messing around.
I am.
Right when I thought I knew you, dog. Niggas change everything. It really be your own.
But this Tekken 7 Season 3, I feel like, I won't say is polarizing, because the ones who really dislike it the most are in a small group, I feel. Nah,
man, we don't. No, I agree. Those are bitches, dog. Those are just down players.
Yeah, I'm with him on this. They're complete down players in my opinion. Um, Overall, it's been fairly good. In my a lot of good changes, a lot of nerfs that needed to happen, a lot of buffs that need to happen, minus Gigas. But
Did he still get left behind?
you stay forever getting left behind. I swear they're probably trying to erase that character at this point.
After launch, just Gigas was a mistake.
It's just that, and it's like even on top of Gigas being the worst character in the game, Gigas is still all right.
Mm-hmm.
And there has to be a worst character in any fighting game.
I got it. It's Gigas was a mistake, and Hayao Miyazaki is the one saying that.
I wouldn't be surprised. It's his pinned comment on Twitter. But yeah, I won't say, like, I do love how everybody was saying, oh my gosh, Geese is finally dead. Geese is finally dead. Thing drops. Geese is ridiculous.
Geese is still crazy. Oh my god. I just, like, before this podcast started, I saw somebody do a death combo with him.
I'm not surprised. Literally, that new, what's it, new move called? Dead Wave or something? Deadly Wave. Something.
Oh, Deadly Rave?
Not that.
Deadly Rave's been there.
It's been there. It's like this new swiping move he has in the air.
It is one of his old KOF moves too, because he's had that for a while.
But like ever since that got added, it's like, oh, I can't do this anymore. Guess I'll do this. But it's funny. Like so many people are like, oh man, Geese is finally gonna get nerfed to hell. It's gonna be so good. And then next thing you know, he's doing death combos. Which is literally, I literally said this before the season 3 dropped. Everybody's just like, oh, my character's dead, or my character's blah, 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 whatever. And I kept saying, you don't even know what the new move is. Literally, it could be the most ridiculous game changer of all time. And Geese is a prime example.
I mean, like, with any fucking video game season, everyone suddenly becomes a fucking doomsayer.
Yeah, like, even in a few discords that I'm in, there's just like, yo, what the fuck? It's like they don't want us to play these characters anymore. What's going on? And I'm just like, hey, dog, you're blowing this out of proportion. You need to relax. It's not that bad. That has been like, at this point, it's been like a week now? No, not even a week.
Not
been
even
like
a
couple days. It's been a couple of days, and niggas acting like it's Judgment Day out here. What is wrong with these? And it's like this downplaying shit has just been fucking epidemic.
It's been there for a while. It's just really catching fire now.
Yeah. It's like, but why? It's like some of those people who are downplaying are people that I'm surprised were downplaying because they're content creators. I'd never ever expect a content creator to downplay shit.
I don't know about that one.
I mean, like, I doubt they're, like, doing it on purpose.
It's probably more reactionary than anything.
Yeah.
Like a knee-jerk reaction.
Yeah, because, like, I think about, like, the history of, like, fighting games in general, where you would see a character, like, on a trailer or something like that, and your first instinct is gonna be either this character looks absolute garbage or looks absolutely fucking perfect. Like, what's her fucking face in Street Fighter V? The chick from Final Fight? Lucia, yeah. People were saying, like, oh my god, she's boring. She's gonna fucking suck, all this shit. She's, like, fucking one of the best ones out of the 3 to come out recently. And,
literal
also,
Lucia army.
seriously, like, fuck that bitch. But it's people, I guess, are just going off of, like, their first impressions and just thinking, like, well, shit, you know, like, this is just gonna be, like, my opinion set in stone, whereas, like, it really is never the case.
Yeah, it's such a weird thing. Now, however, there is one character I will point out that I am shocked got nerfed. I'm absolutely shocked.
Devil Jin?
Okay, 2 characters.
All right, lay it.
I don't know. I don't know. Patch that.
Lay,
I'm just throwing out a
lay it
name.
on me.
It's
Lay
Lee.
it on me, dog. Oh yeah, a lot of people were crazy, like a bit distraught on that.
Like, that just came out of nowhere, in my opinion. Why? Nobody was even using this character in tournament. Why are you nerfing this guy?
Maybe it wasn't just the tournament results that they based that off of.
Which is true, because I can definitely tell like a lot of the nerfs buffs were online based versus tournament based.
No, I don't want to say that it was just made off one or the other. I just want to say it was made off a combination of the two.
I can see that. I'll have to slightly disagree with you there, but I can see why you would say that.
Okay, but why do you disagree with me, Home Slice?
Because you have like things like, say, let's just take Mr. Aura himself, Noctis.
The high priest of the Church of Aura.
If you look at his changes, a lot of them are strictly online things.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have someone like, say, who's another online monster, for example? Dang, I had the name in my head and I can't think of it now. I'll come back to that. But then you have like, say, Kazumi, who's also kind of a online monster, really, and the only one who's really proven otherwise is Arslan Ash. But like a lot of her gimmicky things were online that they changed. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're right. You are correct.
That's why I say, like, a lot of that, I won't say it's like, oh yeah, they did this just because online. There was definitely some tournament things that were like, nah, that can't happen. Just look at Steve. But I can see a lot of online changes that happen more than, say, something that would be like, oh man, now I can't do this in tournament now. Especially with like some of the new moves that just came out for a lot of the characters. That some of them even circumvent the things that they lost.
Yeah, that's true.
But no, that's just my thought process on it. Julia's great. Love the girl to death. You haven't tried Zafina much, have you, other than your punishment guide?
Oh, I played a few games with her online before the podcast started.
What are your thoughts?
She needs work.
Really?
Really?
I meant me. Sorry.
Oh, I was not seeing that coming.
Yeah, sorry, I gave you guys that impression. That's not what I meant. What I meant was that no, she's great. She's high risk, high reward. She's a crazy character, but I will play Zafina to prove to Michael Murray and Harada that Zafina should have been in here from the jump.
I mean, I'm kind of with you there. I mean, new character from 6, really only been in one other game. She had some of the best animations, really. So much work was put into her. Why would you take her out of it? It seems like a waste.
I agree. That's why I will do everything in my power to make sure that Rule 34 lives on.
Oh, jeez.
That's part of why I got in the game, baby.
The
other part is me. The other part was me really wanting to play the character.
Same. I've always kind of wanted to play Zafina. I just never got around to it in Tag 2.
Now we have the opportunity. I was playing her in Tag 2 for a while now. I played like towards the end, like back when I would like play that game for like 45 minutes a week, a month. Yeah, like I was like practicing Zafina stuff. So some stuff came back to me, but I still need a lot of practice with it.
Now, there is one thing they did to her, which I'm torn, because on the one hand, I'm thinking, well, I see why they did this. On the other hand, I feel like they could have done something easier for it. And that's her back one into 1+2.
Mm-hmm.
and how it's like such a tight cancel. Because if you look at any of her combos, it's always the ender for the big damage, but especially online, that's insane to do.
It is a very difficult thing to land.
Which I can literally say right now, I was wrong on my season breakdown. It doesn't work like this.
You was wrong. Wrong about what?
Because I said that when I saw it, it looked like it was a hit into automatic animation. That would automatically go into it. I was wrong. You still have to hit a button, and you have to do it like a just frame.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But no, oh well. Like I do think I would take like less damage to make it easier to do, because that does a lot of damage for just the hit alone.
Nah. That's the reward. The reward for getting the just frame is the damage, and you don't. And if she was to have an advantage, it would be broken. But because she's like damn near full screen afterwards, it's kind of just resets, and that's the trade off that you can get. You can get up for free after that.
Which I can see. I can definitely see that aspect to it. I don't like how hard it is to do. It seemed, because even watching Duna last night, as many times as he did it, it got him killed. Like trying to do it. That seems like a very weird thing to have, like always looming doing the move. Like say, like for example, an electric. You do a Wind God Fist, yeah, and like you do the whatever, and you're not like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die in a aspect like that. True. Or a skyrocket from How Wrong.
Just
like, oh no,
skyrocket.
Yeah, like, and even those, like, I can tell where the timing is. This I can't, because it's like, oh, I have to hit it just here. No, that didn't work for some reason this time. Okay, now it worked.
You know why I don't have a beef with that? Yoshimitsu has the same mechanic,
which is
forward 2 hit 2. And it's the sword stab that goes through him.
But I would say a slight counter. Is it that integral to his gameplay though?
No, but neither is Safina's.
I would counter that because you see all the combos that end with it.
Make a different ender.
It wouldn't do nearly as much damage, or because a lot of her big damage comes from it. Like you have to kind of put that in perspective when you think of season 3 and everybody else's big damage.
Yeah, you're right about that.
That's just the way I see it, though. I'm sure someone else like Rowdy would be like, "What's wrong with you? Asuka for life." No, I'm just playing.
Get to it, Rowdy.
No, he's supposed to be dropping Asuka.
Really?
What?
Yeah, that's what he told me at
what
Phantom
a
Chat.
Fucking down player.
But no, guess who he's supposed to be? He wanted to try next.
It's Yoshi, isn't it?
No.
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
No, it's
he just flat out says in chat, yeah, she sucks.
See, even though she doesn't, and she has amazing new move that does massive damage, and she got buffed to high hell. But his next character he wanted to try was Julia.
Oh, that's right. He did say something about that.
But
what a fucking down player though.
No, if he says he sucks, he's not using her to her full potential. I'm sorry, Rowdy.
Getting called out on the stream.
But it actually goes along with something you posted earlier, Eddie, and the other thing about like meshing with characters.
Oh, but he meshed with the character.
I don't think he ever did.
You mean to tell me just because we beat him up a lot that he didn't mesh with the character? I don't think that's not very fair, Jazz. I want you to know that.
Well, because of the way he talks about his playstyle versus Asuka. Asuka is kind of more of a defensive character, and he's not a very defensive player.
No, he ain't. Mashes more than Dazi.
Damn. Yeah, it's just like with that, I feel like it's not that she sucks, it's more that you're not meshing with her. In that aspect. But overall, like, I will say though that I do like the new changes that have come with the stats. I still haven't really bulked up my stats yet. I haven't played much. But I do like that they really are showing your strengths versus your weaknesses. It's not just a weird little thing they just added. For example, I don't know if you saw the main man going over the SETI.
No, I saw it.
But yeah, like he showed like his tenacity and his strength and all that other stuff versus his grab breaks are kind of weak, and as well as his punishment game. And that could be very useful information for anybody who's really trying to get better. And I kind of hope that this kind of simple thing adds to other fighting games, really, because that could be very helpful for any game, in my opinion. And it was almost similar to the World Tekken Federation thing back in Tag 2. Not as intricate, but still good.
I think I missed that. I mean, I played during that time, but it went away so fast, I forgot what it was.
Yeah, it was before its time.
Right? Tell me about it.
But overall, I think as far as starts go, Season 3 is very good. And I look forward to everything that's going to happen with it, including tournaments where you don't have to see the same two costumes over again.
Plus Leroy.
In winter, yes. Plus Leroy. What were you gonna say, Eddie?
Yeah, and then they banned certain costumes too.
I'm not shocked.
They banned a bunch of Jax and Gigas's costumes.
Okay.
Sorry, Yoshimitsu still has his shark costume in tournament, baby.
Mm.
Why did they? Why did they? Like ban them?
Their costumes are they're too protruding to the point where, say, if you're using a particular Gigas or Jack 7 costume and they grab you, even if they use a one grab, you can't tell that they're grabbing you. You can't tell what kind of grab it is because their bodies are so bulky. Oh, and it misconstrues hitboxes too.
Okay. Because I was gonna say if they got rid of them because they're like fucking sexy costumes, I'm gonna fucking riot.
Oh no, Eliza still has her bikini costume with the massive God damn it, what term for titties don't I want to use this time? Massive bazingas.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I doubt that's really gonna ever. The only place I can see that really being a problem, which is the only place it ever tends to be a problem, really, let's be honest, is at Evo.
It's Evo. Nobody cared. Evo sucks.
It's starting to go downhill. Plus core values.
It was always going downhill. Plus core values.
Yeah. Yep. But I think that's all I really had for Tekken 7 Season 3. Anything for you, Eddie?
This season seems to be focused on wall carry.
Yeah. Well, it was like I was saying in the breakdown thing. I feel like a lot of the things they want to really make that wall bounce mechanic a thing.
That too, because wall bounces work universally now.
So would you say that like they did succeed in improving the wall bounces?
Yes. It hits from if you do a wall bounce move and they hit the wall, they will bounce. At first during season 2, it would be like straight back to wall, and you do a wall bounce move and they would bounce off. But say if you do an off-axis wall bounce attack, it wouldn't bounce. It'd just be a regular wall hit.
Yeah. So if they literally hit their side, nothing. And then like some of the moves that were wall bounces were also extremely hard to utilize too.
Mm-hmm.
But
Like
now,
they put him in moves that wasn't very useful at all.
mm-hmm. So it's just like, why bother when it doesn't even guarantee sometimes. And now it literally guarantees, and they're easier moves to do it. So why not? Especially since I get big damage.
Good shit.
Mm.
Well, out of curiosity, do you, based off of like, because the way I'm trying to phrase it is essentially like, do you think these could ever become like a game breaking annoyance, or do you think that they've balanced them enough so that like they are in a really good spot?
If a different fighting game did this, it would probably be broken. But because Tekken was already balanced as it is, it's like people are just going to be doing wall bounce, like the same shit, but just you have another option to do wall bounces. Which to me, you disagree.
I slightly disagree.
God damn it, Barnacle Boy! What the fuck?
That just came out of nowhere.
Okay, Eddie, you're $5.
But so, yes, I agree that the whole like everybody's doing wall bounces and it's kind of balanced in that aspect. But there are certain characters, as of now, that get quite a big, I want to say like a boom off of this new mechanic now that the way it's made. For example, one of them that's probably going to come to everybody's mind right now is Paul, because he literally has one where he can kill you in 5 hits. And then there's, well, that technically is also due to Geese's stage, which I'm surprised never gets banned, but it is what it is. Where Geese now is easier to kill you off of his stage with the wall bounce mechanic. Then there's also, who was another one that's also like gets a death combo fairly easy. I just had it in my head. The golden boy of season 3 right now, Dragunov.
Yeah, but he's gonna get hot fixed.
Oh yeah. I will be shocked.
He's getting hot fixed.
I will be shocked if he stays the same throughout this season. He's the one that's like, I'm surprised that got through the buffs. Because, like, literally, just for those who don't know, he has a wall standing move that, like, punishes 12 frame lows, which is practically most of the cast.
Every low in the game is -12 or higher.
Yeah. So if he blocks any of those lows, no matter how much damage it does, you are screwed. And it's weird that not only is he the only one who does that, but it wall bounces, giving him massive damage. So you make a mistake at the wall like that, you might as well kiss the match goodbye almost. So that's definitely going to get hot fixed for sure. But besides those 3, I will say yes, I agree with you on that.
I didn't count Dragunov because he should, and he damn well better be getting nerfed.
Yeah, I don't see that staying. That's one of those ones. It's just like you see that similar to Lars in season 2. You see that, and it's just like maybe that shouldn't have been there.
Lars in season 2, what did he have?
He had something fairly similar to this actually, which was kind of like a move that was like a 12 frame ish punish that really got into like almost death combo damage off of not even breaking walls and whatnot. I forgot what the actual notation was, but it went into the silent stance, and it was literally like making everybody angry because it's just like, okay, I literally can't do anything punishable off this guy or I'm dead. Similar
People
aspect.
Want Lars to be buffed still? What the hell's wrong with these people?
Oh, Lars got good buffs this season. I think the meme can almost finally die.
No, he would have to go back to Tekken 6 broken status before that meme
Let's
dies.
never go back there.
No, they're gonna do it.
Oh,
They're,
please
they're just
no.
they're just gonna keep whining until they get what they want, which is a broken character that's too easy to play, kind of like Dragunov right now.
Yeah. But I believe in Michael Murray to not do that. Especially since he nerfed his own favorite character.
Mm-hmm. Wait, who is Michael Murray's favorite character?
Devil Jin.
What a tier whore, dude.
Yeah, like he literally pointed that out. Like, yeah, my own character got nerfed, so don't get too comfortable. And we already know that Harada's favorite is Fang. So yeah, season 3 gets a thumbs up for me. Once things get fixed and whatnot, it'll be good to go, and I can't wait to see the tournaments. Anything else for season 3 before we move on to the Nintendo Direct?
Nah, we're good. We burned up a lot of time on that anyway.
Yep. All right, Nintendo Direct. Oopsie, thoughts?
They had a lot of really good games, and I was indifferent to both Sans and Banjo.
False. No.
Oh no, my feelings. But I mean, yeah, like I honestly never gave a shit about Banjo. I did see some like videos afterwards to see what like his moveset was like, and funnily enough, he was kind of a lot of his moves are kind of I think like the phrase I'm trying to, or the word I'm looking for is like he's kind of an amalgamation. Funnily enough, like more than I would say, like a good chunk of his moves are like shit from pre-existing characters. So, but when you consider who's coming out after Banjo, it kind of makes sense because he was one of those characters from like, because I never played like either like any of the Banjo games. It's like his attacks were mostly jumps, weren't they? Like all Mario style and shit.
He had the bird pecking a lot, and he did have a jump, I believe, but I think the most of it was the bird doing attacks.
Yeah,
it's been a long time. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I've never played a single fucking game. But yeah, he like it's just a character that like I would say because I never played it, I'd never had like any interest. But given his limited moveset and all that stuff, it's kind of smart for like Sakurai to fucking go for him to go like, you know what, just fucking get like a bunch of like pre-existing characters and mash them together. We gotta fucking start getting ready for fucking Terry, because he's a character that we have to fucking build from the ground up.
Which makes sense.
And so it's like he's like Terry's the character I'm more looking forward to. I still haven't even fucking bought Banjo.
It's weird. It's weird that you say that you're a Smash player when you act like the complete opposite of like every other Smash player. With my beginning points that you shower regularly.
Go on.
No, because it's like everybody else was more hyped for Sans and Banjo, and it's just like, yo, who the hell is this Terry Bogard loser?
There was a lot of that on Twitter.
Yeah, I saw this one fucking meme where it was like people calling Terry like a grown-up version of Pokemon Trainer.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, wow, those fucking children.
Those 017ers, dog.
That actually reminds me of another meme I saw where like they were saying Smash players, why won't the FGC like us? Terry comes out, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
It's like Jesus Christ on top of not showering.
They don't respect the classics.
No, honestly, I'm very excited for Terry too, especially when you know where Sakurai like kind of brought up from in SNK games.
Well, go ahead.
Well, I was asking because I'm actually, the more I think about it, I am excited for Terry, yes, but I'm actually more excited for what that stage is going to be like.
Oh, I was just about to bring that up actually.
Yeah, you good.
Yeah, because like like I imagine it's. What do you think are the chances that it's gonna be fucking like Geese's stage again? Except that one of the parts is gonna be the fucking cliff that, or like the ledge that he falls down of.
That'd be interesting.
Hey, I gotta. Hey, hold on. I have a question.
What's up?
So,
Is completely unrelated, right?
Mm-hmm.
all right.
Okay. Is Rock Howard Geese Howard's son?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, because I saw this in a task one time, right? And I'm like, yo, they're both doing Repukins. What kind of parallel universe is this? So then I kind of put them together.
Yeah,
But,
kind of his forgotten son that he kind of didn't raise or anything. Terry raised him, so he might as well be Terry's son. Let's be honest here.
Well, it's funny because it's like, given how the internet is, all of a sudden people are gonna start making like fan art of Geese being like the fucking world's best dad or something like that. Look at what they did with fucking Virgil.
I wouldn't be surprised. Although those are kind of hilarious when you see some of those.
They definitely are funny, but I'm also just kind of like, okay, they'll give fucking like some other characters fucking shit like for not being there, but then they'll fucking say, look at like Virgil or something, they'll be like, oh my god, best dad, and it's like, oh, he's not.
It's because he's hot.
If I had to guess.
Remember, you have to remember, there are women on Twitter that saw a picture of a convicted felon, and it's just like, yo, he can murder me anytime.
This is true.
This is also true.
Remember that this is a thing.
Yes, a disgusting thing.
Look, these are the type of
feminism.
things. This is the type of things that go on when men and women are horny on Maine. All right.
Fair enough.
In Maine?
I mean, they are. He's not wrong.
You gotta understand that. You never know when temptation strikes. Which is why you never judge a man off his Twitter likes. Shout outs to Ross.
Nice.
They're not even all that bad.
Okay,
for my opinion. Because there's some shit I could throw likes at that I don't, and I kind of feel bad for that, but I'm also just kind of like, yeah, I want to keep my timeline clean because my sister's there.
Oh, I have nothing to concern myself with that. It's just like, am I feeling degenerate enough to like this? Not right now.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah. So, also, because let me ask you this, Jess.
Mm-hmm.
I can only think of like one theme that I absolutely must have, which is funny because, but then again, they've got licensed to both of those, so there might be a chance. But like, in terms of the stage, what's one theme you absolutely must have for Terry's stage?
I'm gonna be real basic and be like Geese's theme. I just love that theme.
I need to hear it afterwards because, like, I have one, but and I feel like you might know which is the one I'm gonna say.
Mm.
It's gonna be Ultimate Rugal's theme.
That's Rugal's theme. No, they just need to put Rugal in a game.
I would like Ultimate Rugal's theme. But
that's nice. The one I have on my streams.
It'd be nice, but I don't like the idea of like, it's like if Tifa was to be in Tekken, but they give them like Shinra's theme just because it's cool.
But the difference though is that Smash, when you get a Smash stage, you can have multiple.
Yeah, multiple music
themes. Yeah.
Yeah, versus like
like
Noctis came and we only
Tekken
got his battle theme.
Yeah, you only get stuck with the one.
But yeah, I would definitely want Geese's theme.
Hey, cut that out before we get copyrighted.
Too late.
We're not even monetized.
Yeah, I would want that theme. And I know that's probably going to sound very basic to a lot of people, but anytime I'm on that stage and I hear that music, I get hype.
Yeah, like I'm the same way. Like, because for when like I've told you guys this before that whenever I'd play with my brother in CVS2, I'd always make him pick Osaka on fire, just to like
Mm,
for the 50-50 chance of getting Rugal's theme.
yeah, it's a great theme. Don't get me wrong. I have it on my playlist.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and like I'm definitely gonna check Geese's theme out after this because I don't remember hearing it.
I do wonder how much of a chance though it has making it in, because like it's a Capcom versus SNK game.
Right, but that's also like why I was having that moment of like because like they also have access to the Capcom license too.
Which they
It's not.
do, but
It's not impossible.
yeah,
Yeah,
It might be improbable, but it's not impossible.
yeah.
And if it's not impossible, we always got that chance.
There's definitely a
If-
chance. I'm not knocking it. It's just I wonder how far he's going to go outside of just SNK games.
right.
Uh,
I mean, it really depends because like I don't know if you guys have seen this, but there's like some like pictures and stuff going around where like Sakurai was winning like a developer of the year kind of award,
mhm.
and like they were giving him props because they were saying like, oh, they like this is the last game that the Sakurai was told to work on before Iwata died, and so he's fucking like pulling out all the stops and shit. So like there's a chance, and like I think we're all on the same spot on the same like idea here where we're thinking like there's a chance, but it doesn't mean it's a guarantee.
Yeah, and this is literal ultimate. Like he's going all out. He literally said in the stream, "I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this anymore." Well, not anymore, but like as big as this. So I'm going it all out.
Yeah, like next iteration, it's not gonna be as good. So
Mhm. Yeah, which I respect.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm very excited for Terry though.
I still am. You just know his that fucking rising kick. It's like rising tackle or whatever the fuck it's called. It's like that's gonna be his up B for sure.
Hmm. Man, there is something I wish that could happen. I know it wouldn't be able to happen, but there is something I really wish that could happen in that game. Which is if you have like a Ken versus Terry, that Ken throws the hat.
Dude, like that would be so amazing. I'd be looking at it. He's like, "Come on, man, look at that." It's like you gotta admit, Tekken's got competition.
They do
Nah.
have special intros. Tekken does. It's just you don't see them a lot because they're very specific.
Yeah, very,
really?
very, very specific.
Like Zafina has one with Kazumi where like the orb that she holds in their intros, it breaks, and she literally is like, "You have devil power. I need to kill you." Like, Kazumi's just like, "Bring it."
She also has another one with Claudio,
Hmm.
where it's not the one. It's not the one with the orb. I think it's the one. It's the one with the dancing.
Uh huh.
And she pops up and it's like, "You have the power to kill the devil."
Hmm.
Yeah.
Because like from the sounds of it, it sounds like it's like the Dragon Ball ones where you can have like those moments where like it's replaying the scenes from the show, but you have to pick like specific characters in the specific stage and shit.
Yes and no, because normally with the Dragon Ball intros, it's just a line of dialogue. Nothing really changes with their animation.
Well, sometimes they do.
So and so.
Like that's what I'm getting. Like that's when it's like super specific.
Yeah, it's not like that specific with some of the Tekken ones because there's literally, for example, Kazumi with Kazuya, she literally has an entire animation just really with him, where she's just like literally reaching out to him like, "Oh my gosh, it's you."
Right.
And Kazuya is just like, "Nope."
Eat this bitch off me.
Yeah, it's interesting though. I would really love if they could do a special intro for those two, but I know it's way too out.
With Smash,
Yeah.
it seems like they would need to really go out of their way because don't they zoom in on the characters?
Yes, sometimes.
Yeah, like that's what I was like. Like I know it's definite wishful thinking, but it would be so awesome if it happened. Do you want anything else on Terry? Because I mean, we didn't really see much other than like 2 moves.
Oh yeah, well that's because fucking like they just barely started. Because he's basically got enough moves so that like all the B moves are covered. The fucking the burning knuckle and all that stuff.
Mm.
I guess the only real question I think anyone would have for Terry is what's his final smash gonna be? Because everyone's hoping, or like anyone that knows fucking who Terry is, nerds, they hope it's Buster Wolf.
That'd be such a missed opportunity if you don't do Buster Wolf. You literally have however you say it for Ken. How you gotta do the Buster Wolf for Terry.
And like I would say, hopefully, like best case scenario, they do something similar to like how the Street Fighter characters are, where distance changes the super.
I'm trying to think what the other super would be then.
Because he's basically just got the 2 where it's like the fucking triple punches, and then he's got the Buster Wolf.
Oh, he can do triple power Geyser.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess that could be as far away.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And then probably for like up close, like he hits you once, and then special animations, Buster Wolf.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you gotta do it. Come on, that's a given.
Yeah, that is like his move.
Are you okay, Buster
Wolf?
Honestly, I'm gonna make a prediction. I'm really gonna need both you and Rowdy to confirm this for me.
All right.
I'm gonna say that his whole, because I'm sure he's probably gonna have some similar gimmick like Ryu and Ken does, where you do the actual move and it does more power. It literally looked like it when he was doing the power wave.
Mm-hmm.
That his is going to be easier. Like playing him doing that way is going to be easier than Ken and Ryu are.
Because yeah, well, I'm trying to remember because I haven't really. I've played like for the older ones. I know I've played like 94.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm trying to remember if he's got any like Shoryuken moves, because he does have a couple. Right?
Rising tackle.
I thought that one was like a charge.
It is in some games, and some is just a Shoryuken. It changes.
Right. Because if Sakurai would put it in, it would probably be the Shoryuken, since making him like the first charge character in the game would just be like all sorts of awkward.
Especially as fast paced that game is. Why would you do that?
Yeah. So it would have to be a Shoryuken. Because if he plays like Ryu and Ken, I don't know if it would be easier.
I'm gonna make it because like one of the things that I always keep hearing, well, even when I play Ken myself, that was a problem really, was the Tatsumaki would get you killed.
Yeah, I can definitely see. That's why I rarely use it, because well, I don't use it on the ground because of the whole fucking turning issues.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I want a timer now. It's like the Sonic underwater thing. But yeah, because I don't know Terry's moves off the top of my head or like memorized. But I think it would be like what Rowdy's saying right now, which is just like we'd have to test and see.
Which is why I'm asking you two if y'all could do it. I want to know y'all's impressions.
Oh, for sure.
That.
Like, cause that's a character that I'm actually interested in, unlike Banjo. That's right, internet.
Banjo.
But I mean, yeah, because like I did like fucking, I did it for Hero, I did it for fucking Joker, so it's like, yeah, for sure, I'll definitely do it for Terry.
Weird. But I think that's all I had for Terry, because there wasn't much else to go on.
So, I mean, it's not like we have anything to talk about with Sans or anything.
That's all we got.
Yeah. Just about it, honestly.
He's in the game, just not really the way people probably want it, but that's fine because he's in the game.
It's like you honestly just wanted him in the game for the fucking theme.
Exactly. It's a meme. Get over it. They'll be over it in no time.
Because
yeah.
I would also be like, tell like, because I've seen like the Sans fight like plenty of times, and I would be like, tell me what he could fucking do that me fighter doesn't do.
Really, it's perfect. Also, Toby Fox apparently good at Smash.
And has been to Sakurai's house.
What an honor, man.
And bodied him in Smash.
Yeah.
Yep.
He must have
It's
been
kinda
using
funny,
ice
though.
climbers.
It's kind of funny though, because I feel like Sakurai would be like, he's a cool dude and everything, but I don't know if he'd be all that great at Smash.
I mean, really, what developer do you know is actually good at their game?
Yeah, that's kind of why. Yeah.
And like tournament, like elite level competitor.
Seriously.
They don't have the time to. They're too busy developing the game.
Exactly.
Bringing you Terry.
Ain't got time for that.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think that's it for Terry. And Sans. Anything else we want to do on the direct? Really, I was interested in that Luigi's Mansion thing. I'm not gonna lie.
I think it was a silly idea for them to put The Witcher 3 there.
The Witcher 3, dang portals, man. He's
It's funny
in every
'cause,
console.
It's funny because like now I feel like this is my opportunity to get Witcher 3.
Nice.
Like, not on the Switch. That game is insane.
It is, but wasn't it like I'm trying to remember? Was it on PlayStation 3 also?
The
Witcher
Witcher?
3?
Not The Witcher 3. The Witcher series was
Yeah.
probably on PS3.
Okay, yeah, because I remember I had played it, but I wasn't sure if it was like if there was like a port or something like that.
Nah, yeah. So I guess this
Yeah,
would
like,
be your time.
Like, yeah, like Luigi's I mean, because a lot of the shit that they showed was like it looked pretty good. Like Luigi's Mansion looked good. The fucking apparently like the platinum cop game, outside of
Massive change.
pissing people off. Yeah, outside of pissing people off because you play a cop that's a good guy. Gas. You know,
That's a thing.
some people were pissed off. It's just like, oh my god, can you believe they made a cop a good guy?
That's just weird.
That's just fucking dumb.
Like, I can't even comprehend that.
But it's just like, but apparently it's also pretty good. Apparently that Damon X Machina game also recently came out. I haven't seen any like scores or anything like that on it though. But I mean, I hope it's good because I want to play something that reminds me of fucking Armored Core.
I will say Astral Chains is fun. It definitely is a platinum game. It definitely has a lot of fun things to do with combat-wise. It also has the same problem that is in every freaking platinum game. Goddamn camera.
That's what they learn.
But
Also, you can use that camera to see some nice juicy plot.
oh yes.
Backstory.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's backstory.
Oh
Up
yes.
top is plot.
They were able to animate asses stretching in stretchy shorts or pants or whatever, but their camera game weak.
Super weak.
It's funny because they've been doing this for 2 console generations, going on 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be like that.
It shouldn't.
At this
Now, too bad.
point, I feel like some improvement should have changed. Maybe not like fully fixed, because that kind of stuff is hard to do. But something.
Yeah, because like people fucking weren't having it when fucking Ukulele came out.
Mm-hmm. It's just, it gets you hurt and killed too much. It's like, where am I? And I'm dead. But no, what else was on the direct? I can't really think of anything else.
There
really
was that
stuck
one
out.
like Kirby MMO.
Devil May Cry 2.
Why?
I think I read some comments. I don't know to the validity of them, so I'll just say that it's like I heard around the water cooler that apparently like Itsuno actually likes that game.
Why?
I don't know. I'm not gonna question it. He made Devil May Cry 5.
That's literally that's why I have to. Why? This just doesn't make sense on any logical level.
And I mean, like, I can definitely see why you're asking, because I played that. It was horrible.
It's just like, oh man, I can't wait till Spawn comes out in MK11. Oh, what's your favorite media of him? Spawn Eternal. You know that shitty PS1 game?
Did you play that for a little bit?
Yes, it was awful. A part of me wants to go beat it. The other part of me is like, why would you even think about that game?
I'm sorry, I didn't know we were cutting ourselves.
Exactly. Oh man.
Whatever. Point is that, like, fucking cop game is.
Now, the only reason, honestly, the only reason I can think of it being on Switch is that the only one that's not on Switch? Well, other than 5, of course.
Because I think so. I think the majority of the franchise isn't on Switch.
Okay, so that's what my thought process was, though. It's like maybe they're trying to do the trilogy, 1, 2, 3. And they put it on Switch, and I was thinking maybe that was just the one that wasn't there, and they were just like, "Screw it, let's just do it."
Yeah, because like I don't remember hearing that like Devil May Cry 3's on the Switch. I know that they recently put out 1, or they're gonna put out 1.
Mm-hmm.
2, I can only assume that it's because like it's kind of like what you're saying, which is like they're trying to lead it up into putting at the very least the first 3 on the Switch.
Mm-hmm. I guess. Yeah, well, who cares? It's on there. Nobody's gonna play it. Anyway, I think the only thing left was the Xenoblade. Is it a remake or is it a remastered?
If I remember correctly, it has like some new content, so I think it technically falls under remake.
Okay.
Because I know that it's basically like just bringing up a lot of the stuff and adding little bits and pieces from the Wii version. So.
Okay, that makes sense.
Well, I guess I'll just say remaster. Fuck.
Alrighty, that makes sense.
Too many rees.
Way too many rees.
I knew that was coming, but yeah, it's because like some people are excited about it because like they never played Xenoblade, so.
Word.
Wait, I haven't either.
But now I guess we can get to the what's it called?
Iceborne review.
Yeah, Iceborne review. Which I am actually going to be out of this because I didn't have any money for it. So these two would be specifically Eddie and Moopsy. Take it away,
How far
fellas.
did you get in, Eddie?
I don't see why you won me. I haven't played all of it yet.
Well, I mean, you can give a general sense.
So far, it's Monster Hunter 2.0, baby.
Yep.
And I am playing this with the added benefit of my some of my other closest friends without them optimizing the fun out of the game. And I think that's the best part right there. Because so far I've been taking it at my own pace. I have barely scratched the surface of this game, and I've been having a good time for it. They made the monsters a hell of a lot tougher, but at the same time, they're not one-shotting me yet, so I feel like that's fair. And I feel like I'm becoming better as a Monster Hunter player.
Nice.
So like it has been a great ride so far. Just getting on, just hunting a monster, learning patterns. So far, the standout monster for me so far has been Nargacuba.
Nice.
I hate that son of a bitch.
I knew that was coming.
I hate that son of a bitch in multiplayer.
Because he's harder?
It's something that me and some of my friends noticed. Some of my friends have noticed that when you're hunting a monster by itself, it's like a challenging fight.
Right.
But like challenging in the best way possible. When you're when you're in a 4-player lobby, for some reason it just feels like that monster is just enraged 100% of the time, and he did a bump of cocaine. So this nigga is just like it's just like, oh god damn it. You know that I forgot the name of that Fortnite, the orange Justice Dance.
All right.
Orange Justice Dance done at 525% speed.
Oh, jeez.
But put that into the form of a monster fight with 4 players in it, and it's just so fucking crazy.
Nice.
It's just like, yo, sit the fuck still. But then again, when you're playing with 4 players, the monster is at its absolute strongest at that point
Yep.
because of player scaling and all that.
I'm actually a little happy that they tweaked the player scaling a little bit so that the number of people you have in your party actually changes the difficulty of the monster, like, even better now. Because I remember in vanilla, it was pretty much if it's more than one person, then you gotta fight like a super tough version of the monster.
Yeah, exactly. It's like 1 player, okay, I get it. 2 players, all right, cool, we're having fun. But it's like 3 players, it's scaled to 4 players. So you miss out. Well, you have a harder time because there's just 1 less person there to help do damage.
Unless you actually have that 4th.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you have that 4th, well, you better hope they're good. Because if they're useless, hoo boy.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Nah, Jazz. When you get it, it's gonna feel like, I feel like it's gonna be a brand, like a refreshment of that game.
Which is what I'm hoping for. Because honestly, the what was the Kova Tarath? That was the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that burned the hell out of me.
Oh, it's back. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, I'm not doing that either.
Oh, it's back right now. Because like with me and my brother, we've either been doing like little like optional link investigation bullshit, or like main story stuff.
Yeah, no, like the fact that I did that so many times that I've literally gone into the thousands with those pieces and still couldn't get a gem. No, thank you.
Like, especially because I feel like he's outclassed now, because I think he still offers the same stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I would honestly just do it for the armor, but that's exactly the problem Jas was having.
Exactly. I literally just need the gem. That was it. And I never got it. But I got like thousands of everything else I had.
I could probably, if it has a long sword, I think I'd make one out of it.
That's the one thing I didn't like about the Kuvataroth is the weapons he would drop.
These all seem kind of crap
they
compared
were
to a
all
lot
kind
of
of
things.
crap, and they were all stupid. Like, they were all randomized for some reason instead of them doing like the standard formula, which is just like, take some pieces and then make some shit.
Yeah, I don't know why they went with that, but then again, a lot of that was random. So
Yeah, I honestly was just like, fuck it. All I care about is the armor.
Yeah, there's a particular event that I want to do for that game now. That gives the original hunter set as a layered armor. There was an event that I missed out on because I was away from that game.
Oh yeah, there were tons of events.
Yeah, it's like I want that because aesthetically I like that hunter gear. Like, it's like the gear that you got in the beginning of the game. I really like that armor. I think it looks cool. Like, as a default, like one of the best default costumes for any game I've ever laid my eyes on, because it just fucking fits. Almost to the point where I'd grind out to make like an in-game set for it, but nah, that didn't. Yeah, no.
I feel you on that.
Because one of the ones that I was like showing off to Jess right before fucking Iceborne came out was I was farming the Arc Tempered Nergigante by myself. And I was so fucking happy when I finally got the real layered armor.
I still never forget the time we both went out to kill the Nergigante, and then it killed you, and then I accidentally killed it. Like you were so far away.
Oh yeah, because it was like right after I died, like mid transport, is like, oh, he's dead. Like fuck.
Yeah, it was like literally, I didn't think I was gonna kill it because it was like, well, I got my arrows, time to dodge and roll, and I killed it.
It's just like, why, Jess? Why would you do this to me?
Who knew that was Hawkeye for some reason all of a sudden? No, but I am looking forward to it. I'll probably be in the next, if not next week, like in the next coming week, I'll be on it and be grinding my way through.
I mean, yeah, you'll definitely have fun. Some of the new mechanics, like master mode, definitely does not disappoint with the increased difficulty. They did what like a lot of people wanted, which is like a lot of the old school fans wanted, which is like, oh, they're not just like buffing up like certain monsters. They're buffing everybody. They're bringing in all the subspecies and all that shit. Some of those monsters that I'm seeing for the first time, I'm just like, Jesus Christ, I didn't know this thing was fucking here. They brought my boy, and I'm super happy about that. I grinded him like within 2 days.
Nice.
That was with me being busy.
That's another thing too. Like Monster Hunter World, even before Iceborne, was a $60 game that was worth every penny, every cent. I feel like people should be riding for this game a lot more than we give it credit for. Especially in this era of games, this era of gaming where games are like half done and shit like that. Like they came out with Iceborne, and just from day one, literally just stacked to the brim with content, and then they're just like, "Oh yeah, we're not done yet."
Well, because I would say that like part of the problem just comes from people like not being able to let go from shit from like 2012.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, because like, what was it? During the last part we had, where like fucking we were like Venom mentioned how his friends fucking like still didn't let go any of like the season 1 Street Fighter shit, was just like, motherfucker, let it go. It's already fucking passed.
Yeah, well, Venom also has a strange person who wants to punch somebody or something like that for like something he didn't really do. So Venom's weird.
It's like, yeah, but it's like, I'm not even fucking talking about Venom specifically. I'm just saying there's people with a similar mentality of like, you know, they won't let old shit go.
Never mind things starting off rocky. Things start off rocky all the time. It's just like, it's like if they say, yeah, we get it, we're working on it, you know?
Yeah.
Because they're trying, right? Not like, if my life is anything to go by, my life currently is a series of plans that's always failed so far.
Same.
Not to call myself a failure, I'm great. It's just that I have to have, like, people had to hate on me to ruin my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course you're great. You're in this podcast.
Yeah, but that's just one of the very, very many details about me that make me great. If it was up to me, I think I would probably have a great career. But it's not always up to me. It's about who you know, so I need to start prostituting myself on these streets.
Make sure to plug the podcast.
Yeah, and I gotta make it first before I plug the podcast. Like, hey, dog, I'll eat your ass for a reference.
But
yeah, like Iceborne's fucking great.
Iceborne's fucking sick. I went off. I forgot what we were talking about there for a second.
but,
yeah, man, Iceborne's the shit.
So if you could rate it, what would you rate it?
9.
9?
9. 9 out of 5.
Got it.
It's a solid. It's a solid 9, just because, you know, nothing's perfect. But this is damn well close to it, though. Let me tell you.
Yeah, they definitely do fix a lot of the stuff with like the new city. They definitely have a lot of like variety of like of the monsters and weaponry and all that stuff. I would also give it a 9.
All right.
Easy, like an easy 9.
Yeah.
Good. All right. I guess that's Iceborne. Let's go to Street Fighter hitting the Olympics. Kinda.
How does this game do that?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I asked that same question.
With this much hard time that this game gets. How many people hate this game? It's going to the Olympics.
Like normally, I would be able to just say because it's Street Fighter.
Mm-hmm.
But this time I can't. I just can't let that just be the answer. It's this is a weird time, especially the way they're integrating it into it as well.
Yeah, because it's kind of like a little side tournament during the Olympics.
Mm-hmm. And not only that, but to qualify on it, you have to play online and do a tournament there.
Yeah, on that part, that I can definitely get why like people are like reading.
Yeah, because this is like really online. Mm. You guys haven't fucking fixed that code yet. Come on.
I think, like, from what I've heard, I think like they stabilized it somewhat, but it's still like.
From what I saw, that's a big fat piece of crap.
I said from what I've heard, like, because some people might fucking be like, "Well, I don't know, you've played it." It's like my netcode's like, or my internet's always been fucking crap.
Hmm. There are times though where it's just like I don't think that's your net.
Like, yeah, there were some parts where it's just like fuck, but because I can't say like it's definitely gotten like a little bit worse for me, but that said, I can't give you like an accurate description of like how bad.
Well, they've been saying that since what's his name, Lucia and them came out. It's gotten worse.
Yeah, and I mean like. And it's definitely problematic for them to want to do it over the internet if they haven't really fixed the netcode.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, like we'll see, because if they want to have any hope for the Street Fighter tournament in the Olympics,
Mm-hmm.
they gotta fucking like put the netcode into overdrive.
Mm-hmm. And nothing. Before I say this, nothing against like Street Fighter. Anything like that, because like I said, it has the name. But I would have thought that Tekken would have been it because of what happened. Was it last year, or it was either last year or the beginning of this year, where they hit the Asia Olympics thing. I can't think of the actual name of the event, but it's like a super big event for like Olympics in the Asia territory. I'll have to probably plug it in later. But it was in that lineup of things as a way of bringing esports to the event, and it did extremely well, which is why I would have thought if any of them, it would have been Tekken.
If I had to guess, and this is just me throwing out like a fucking guess, right? Like not even trying to fucking go from like fanboy or anything. I would feel like it's one of those like just recognition kind of things, because like they from what I've been seeing so far, or yeah, they seem to be trying to get like a lot of like big, super obvious like name brand kind of stuff. Again, not to say that Tekken isn't a big name brand.
That's because I was about to fight you on that. I was like, I feel like it's gotten to that point right now, especially
it's
with
definitely
Negan.
up there. Yeah. It's like they're like it's like 50-50, maybe like Tekken's overtaking it a little bit like that right now. But I think like that's what they're trying to go for is just like the most shit where it's like even most grandparents would fucking recognize these characters. Because one of the other big two is that one of the big things too is that like fucking they're bringing in Goku as like the representative for the Olympics. So it's like I think they're just going for like the shit where it's just kind of like they're for sure saying that like everybody fucking knows these characters, you know?
Which I still fight that, but at the same time, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, because like I'm not even fucking saying that like Tekken right now is more popular than Street Fighter. It absolutely is.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah, it's just like what I'm saying though is like, for example, because we can fucking talk about Tekken. Maybe some people's parents can talk about Tekken, but like fucking like grandparents and shit like that. Like there's some age ranges where like Tekken won't register. Is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Word. But either or, it's a very interesting development that really needs to be taken better care of, in my opinion.
They have to crunch time the fucking net code so that when like the time comes, they can actually take care of the whole fucking internet tournament thing, because I would almost argue that it's like this is pretty much like a one shot kind of thing.
Mm.
Because like uh if I would say that it's like if this succeeds, then think about what this could do for the FGC and fighting game like esports tournaments in general, where like basically you could have like a massive special tournament during the Olympics, like every I'm gonna say 2 years, because there's the Summer and Winter Olympics, and but like Evo is just but like like fighting game tournaments is just show up and you're good. So there definitely is pressure for Ono and all that stuff to like really get the shit going, so that they can really make a name for esports. Because if they fuck up, like the rep and all that stuff will probably go back to like the 90s of how like, people see like the FGC.
No, well, I feel nervous, but
I'm not doubting you. Yeah.
And once again, Capcom has made me nervous.
First it was Resistance.
Who can blame you?
Yeah.
But I will say though that well, I lost my train of thought now.
Nice.
Oh well. Anything else we wanted to say on this one?
No, nothing on Street Fighter.
Moops.
The hell, Rowdy?
I stopped even looking.
Like that made everybody like, what? God damn it, Rowdy! Don't even know what it is yet. Just God damn it, Rowdy.
But I mean, because like that's basically it. It's just like they Capcom just got like the one shot to either like seriously help or seriously hinder the FGC, but that's just about it. Like, there's not much more I can add.
All right, then we've hit our main ones. Do we have any side ones you want to hit?
My Zavina guide's doing well. I got a God Eater coming up. God Eater video coming up too.
Word.
Yeah, I got a bunch of nice stuff. Coming along. I'm still working on that Division 2 video as well.
Nice.
Yeah, just been working hard. Just been trying to make videos. The grind's been nice to me.
Fair enough.
Also, I'm playing the Modern Warfare beta right now.
How is that?
Having a good time. I say as I get a double kill. It's amazing. It's crazy how much easier Call of Duty is to play.
I mean, arcade shooters. They've never really been that hard, really. But like with you, it's probably been like just not really even repetition. It's more of like, what's the word I'm looking for?
Repetition.
Not really repetition, because it's just like I'm doing the same thing over and over again, and not every game is the same thing over and over again.
I think it's all the time that I spent playing shooters to play something so simple.
Exactly.
It's really easy to play.
Yeah. Good enough. But I think I only had like 2 like super small stories, and that was NBA 2K and the whole thing about it being glitchy and getting on Twitter for the longest time.
Oh yeah, 2K is getting ripped apart.
And I love how long the hashtag lasted because that's just kind of interesting.
Now the way that 2K the way that 2K shipped, especially with like bringing all the influential YouTubers and shit out for it too. On top of that, for it to turn out the way that it did is nothing short of a disgrace.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that and it was like a casino simulator.
Yeah.
That's just like the last couple of FIFAs.
No, that's just EA sports games as a whole.
Yeah, but they really enforced it this time. Like they blatantly were like, "Here, casino, look at it."
Like the release trailer that they had hardly had a lick of basketball in it.
Shit.
Yeah, none. It was literally, look what you can win off of these random chance games.
Yep. Like you probably spent more time gambling to get things as opposed to actually playing 2K.
Exactly.
How long before EA goes bankrupt?
No time soon because those idiots keep buying them.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same way. It's exactly the same way that It's exactly the same way that we gamers have felt about Madden players for the longest time.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like how we look down on Smash players.
Fair enough.
And we look down heavily on Smash players.
What the hell? I'm here.
Yes.
We look heavily down on Smash.
No, but I think that was the one story. The other one was RIP to GameStop losing a lot of stores in the next couple of weeks.
Screw the nerds.
Well, dang.
Nah, GameStop is not a good place to be. It's not a great place to work. It's not a great business. GameStop is the reason why games are $60 nowadays.
Okay, so slight fight, and this is also showing how old I am. Slight fighting on. Let's say what I'm about to say is also showing how old I am.
Oh, we squaring up. All right, let's do it. Yeah, let's go.
Because people was like, man, games are so expensive, like $60 and whatnot. It's literally showing how long you've been gaming, because they used to be way more expensive than this.
Wasn't it like during Nintendo, it was like 120 or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
They used to be way more expensive than this. So anytime somebody's like, oh god, the games are so expensive, that's like,
Square up, motherfucker.
It's like, you do not know.
Yeah, because like think about it. Like they were charging $120 for something you could beat in like 10 minutes.
Exactly. It's like, that was fun. All right.
Just to speed run that shit at that too.
Mm-hmm. Like literally game breaking glitches that do it in less time. Like, yeah, anytime that somebody says that, it slightly irks me a little bit.
Yeah, man, I feel you on that.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes we gotta say these controversial things, man, for the views, man.
For the views. But no, I think that was all I really had for smaller stories. Can't really think of anything else.
I had some, but I completely forgot it.
It is what it is. So we can do our plugs now. And Moops, you go first.
All right, so the only thing I'm really doing is like this one picture, this dopey concept that I've shown Jazz. Like right now, because I'm taking like an online class. Like I've just been focusing on that. Although I guess I could probably show this to you guys, because let me also, in case there's any indecent pictures I shouldn't be showing.
What are you showing? Oh God! What is that thing?
Does that thing have a face? Jesus Christ!
Because it's this one thing that like my professor's having me do, and so I figured like, okay, you know, it might be fun if I just like fucked around with this, like as a concept. And like hopefully you can see it on like the screen.
My screen went
But
black.
well,
It's
no, yeah, I just
black,
turned it
y'all.
back on.
It's black, y'all. And it's blackity black. It is black, y'all.
Let me know if you can see it.
Sorta.
Because like, but yeah, it's I've just been working on this like little fucking like website and shit about like, oh, fucking uh like a quote unquote official no name podcast kind of website and shit.
And before we destroy YouTube.
Yay. And I feel like because it's basically just been like, oh, make a website and like try to come up with something. I was like, when I was working on it, I was like, I had no subject, and so I had no idea what to put in. So I was like, why not?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm since like that takes up a chunk of my time. I haven't been having that much time to work on videos and shit.
Mm-hmm.
That said, I do know what I'm gonna be doing for my next video. And I'm also trying to get in some drawing in there too, just so that I can like fucking keep up.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like the next is like Street Fighter because it's gonna take me a while to get to like Smash. Fucking like that code is still worse than Street Fighter 5. Hot take.
Word. No, that's such a hot take. I mean, have you seen the last game before it?
I heard it got disavowed from Evo.
Yeah, it makes sense. No. I guess I can go next then.
Please.
You can follow me at All Things Cosmo Jazz. I'm currently at 96 followers on YouTube, so yay.
Get this man to 100.
Yes, because the second I can do that, the second I might be able to start pulling some things. I'm also going finally back on to making videos, so maybe expect some more Julia gameplay and the new season. Definitely some more Halloween stuff coming very soon because next month is going to be October, aka my birthday month.
Woo!
And we are probably going to do some Resident Evil stuff, me and Moopsy. That's going to be fun. And especially with 6, because 6 always makes me laugh. And happy September, guys.
You guys can find me on Twitter at. I think I changed my my Instagram to Baker the Icon 2 or Baker Prime, one of the two. Either way, you can find me at Baker_the Icon on Twitter. I think you can find me at Baker_Prime on Instagram. I'm still trying to build a presence over there. I'm currently at 540 some odd subscribers on YouTube.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty well for myself. I think my channel is gonna grow a little bit more once I make this really great God Eater guide video, because I put a lot of hard work into that. And it's gonna be, and if you guys see it in comparison to my other ones, it may very well be the best one that I've ever done. And I'm gonna try to change the standard of it to be like that in the future. Like even going back to the weapons that I've done already, and then on top of that, the other stuff too. That's the goal, at the very least. But thank you guys. You guys are awesome.
Nice.